Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ASM 2021 speedrun event for raising money for charity for Beyond Blue. Today, we have one of our bonus games. You guys voted for this one with your money toward Beyond Blue, and now we have Alecat running a short hike. Take it away.
Thank you everyone so much for donating towards this. This is a game I really love. I've got on the mic Nay as well.
Hello.
And I do just want to shout out KO, who is very high level runner of this game and is Australian. When this was going to be an in-person event, I was like, I want to, are you going to submit a short hike? And KO said, oh, actually, I'm not going to be around. So I did it. And even though this event is online, I've now had the opportunity to run it. And KO's just been really lovely, in supportive of everyone. I think we had a good chat in the ASM server about, oh yeah, that's a nice game. And yeah, unfortunately, was busy on Sunday as well, so I couldn't commit to being on commentary either. But yeah, hi, and thank you for letting me show off this game. It's really great. Um, Time will start. There's actually an in-game timer. I've enabled the speedrun clock, which is necessary for going fast on text. So time will start when the opening credits end. There'll be sort of a little squeak, and then we go from black to the gameplay. And so I'm gonna get started now. So we're playing as Claire, and she's heading off to like Hawk Peak Park, I think it's called. And there's a timer, and we're gonna go through credits. And there's a very important telephone call that we want to get. So it's been suggested that, we spend our time, looking around the island, but eventually we want to get to the peak of the island so that we can then receive that phone call. I've messed up that trick, so I'm actually going to restart. I've given myself 2 restarts to get this trick. And
Did you want the timer reset as well?
no, just leave it on. That represents how badly I've done.
Yeah, so the trick that Alecat was trying to do there is called a chest boost, chest bounce, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Essentially, you jump on top of the chest, and the momentum from the lid opening and the coins bouncing up shoots you into the air.
Yeah, it's pretty important for like getting a bit of height in areas where maybe you are intended to like climb to, and unfortunately I didn't get the full height on that bounce either, but that's fine. The lovely thing about this route is if you fail any of the tricks, like it doesn't kill the run. We pick up a toy shovel there because we're going to give it to this kid who's building a sandcastle. He wants a toy shovel instead of his big shovel, and in turn we get a big shovel to dig holes in the ground. A cool thing about that shovel, and it's not relevant to the speed run, but just from a game design point of view, there's actually 5 of them scattered around the island, so that, this is sort of like a tiny open world. You will eventually find one of those shovels, and it will despawn the other ones. So we need to return and talk to this kid a few times. The dialogue in this game is actually great. Like, we went from being a horrible goose to this is like just a really wholesome game.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, I'm speeding through the dialogue, and as I mentioned, that is a speedrun setting. So I just hold down the right trigger, and it will scroll through all the text. As we find these chests, we're also picking up money. We do need to collect, I think, 500 coins throughout the route. Oh no, 580, I guess, because I'm going to be buying golden feathers and doing other things that take up money. And yeah, golden feathers is the objective of this run. There are 20 on the island, so we're going to go get them all. You've also been noticing I've been picking up these red shells. We just need to get 15. Oops. We need to get 15 of those for a little side quest, and I'm being anxious trying to climb this wall and just failing it. So now that I have feathers, I can, use feathers to scale walls and to flap in the air. And you can see when I'm in the air I can do dives, and that's how you pick up a lot of speed. Nicely executed dives can get you going quite fast. So that was a red shell there. I also spoke earlier to a painter, and the painter makes a reasonable amount of impact on our routing. They turn up in certain locations around the island, and we do need to speak with them in all of those locations. Here they are again. They're trying to decide, like this game has just had many things in it that I relate to. They're trying to decide what they want to paint to enter into a art exhibition, and you know, the art block, art anxiety thing is there. So I'm gonna miss this. No, okay, that's fine. As an artist myself, it's like, yep, you know, what do we do when it's like, you know, what should I paint? Am I even good enough to do this sort of thing? We're going to take a detour here. The route is 20 gold feathers, but we're actually going to go find a silver feather.
Why do we do that?
The silver feathers, there's actually 2 in the game. We're only going to get 1. The silver feathers are used, well, just give us better value out of the gold feathers that we get. So it's actually worth it to come out of our way to pick up a silver feather, because that then means that the gold feathers that we've picked up, our jumps and our climbing distance are more effective. And I'm going to now hopefully head in the right direction. I wasn't looking. I want to see the creek. Yep. Yep. And my routing here is a little bit different to what you might see in some other runs, because there's a wall that we have to scale later, and you know, if you're good with your feather management, you should be able to get it with, I think it's 10 feathers. But I'm just going to grab an extra feather here, just to be a bit safer on it. I might still fail it, but that's okay. So this kid here, you'll notice earlier I bought feathers for 40 coins a pop, but he actually bought out the rest of them and is selling them at 100 coins a pop. There's a little like mini quest associated with him, but we're not going to do it. And we're going to run into our artist friend here. And pick up some more coins on our way. Overshot that a little bit, but yeah, there we go. And now we're going to play beach stick ball. Woo. When I first played this game, so I found this game in the bundle for racial justice and equality. I first started playing it with keyboard because I had it on my Mac. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just going to fail that. And I think I spent so long trying to play beach stick ball with keyboard. Okay, I just got to hit this back a few times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, and we're out. So, hitting it back and forth that many times will get us a golden feather. And we can actually do more for, I think at 20 times we'll get you some coins, and a few more times you get a cap. This is the wall that I want to have the extra feather for. So we're going to try and scale our way up here.
Yeah, I think 20 hits actually used to be part of the route to get more coins, but it was later rerouted to get coins elsewhere.
Yeah, I think if you watch this run at GDQ, it happened like oh my goodness, that was a lot of height. It happened literally a few days after the boathouse was added, and for that it added a requirement for an extra 100 coins to the route. So I think that route was like, well, I'm going to just get free coins here because we're here anyway. All right, I'm going to try go fast. I always mess this up. That looks good. And then swap back to this. I found out you can actually dig from the boat into this as well. Alright, let's see. There we go. Cool. So we got a little boating minigame. And the boat here, we're going to try and do something to not trigger the side quest. We'll see how we go. So we want to go fast through these flags. So we got that timer up top. Oh my gosh, this is not fast. It's fine. And coming through here, there's going to be a ramp, which we are meant to go over. And if you do it while still holding the throttle, hang on, I'm just going to concentrate. I got the cutscene. Dang. That's fine. We'll just go.
Worth it.
It's fine. Okay, we have to go do the side quest. That's fine. Fortunately, we know where to go. This is a reasonable time loss, but it's not too bad. Come on, let me out of the boat. This guy will fix the boat for me. We went over the ramp. If you actually let go of the throttle while going over the ramp, it like doesn't trigger the cutscene because you're not in control of the boat. But the problem that I then had, that I sometimes have, is that your momentum while you're not holding, sitting in the boat, can mean that you fly out of the boat, so that you have to restart the race. So I was trying to time letting go and staying in the boat altogether. Now the second time that we do this race, because we broke the boat, oh my gosh, it's going badly. In fact, we might just, well, we'll see. Because we broke the boat, we're now incurring like a safety penalty if I hit anything. So you would have seen my time actually jump up massively. Let's just see. I think I'm meant to get it done in under a minute. That's not gonna happen. Oof. Usually even if let's have a look. Oh, okay. No, we're good. It's fine. Yeah. So he's like, we broke the boat. I'm gonna like add an extra rule that makes it so if you hit anything, I'm gonna add time. So that's fine. Cool. We're just gonna go around the back of the mountain. Not much to do here except pick up some coins and stuff. So if there's any donations or anything that we want to add, now might be a good time as well.
Yeah, fantastic. We do have a $10 donation from BB who says, Goose nice, game nice, nice. Put this money toward the Ratchet & Clank co-op incentive. It's a good segue into the incentives we do have coming up, of course. The Ratchet & Clank co-op initiative coming up very, very shortly. It's $240 left for that one, 40% of the way there. We also have the Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage Spyro's Color incentive, with the Spyro block coming up shortly. Green is only $1 ahead of yellow right now, so if you want to make that a little more competitive and see yellow Spyro on screen, now's the time to get those donations in at donate.ozspeedruns.com.
Alright, we are going to finally head to Hawk Peak, and actually there'll be a little bit more time for talking when we get there as well, for shout-outs and donos. And this is the main objective of the game. I needed to pull my bucket out. Oops.
Yeah, I'm not going to explain the reason why you have to get to the top.
I might spoil it slightly, but this game, I found it just over a year ago, and I was going through a pretty similar situation to the main character, actually. And okay, I won't spoil it, but I'll say when I got to the top here and got that phone call, it really actually, I'm actually getting emotional now. Yeah, like, I didn't expect to cry playing this game the first time. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's just so beautiful.
It really is. I think
yeah.
I cried as well.
Yeah. You just don't expect it, like, yeah. Yeah, it's so lovely, like, the whole crafting of it, and there's a great presentation from the developer of this game that they did for a game developer conference, talking about a lot of the decisions and ways that they crafted this game out. So it's just, I don't know, it just feels so wholesome and lovely and well put together. And I highly, highly, highly recommend it.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's really cheap, right?
Yeah, and you can get it on Switch, I think most platforms now.
Oh.
Yeah, and if you did happen to pick up some of the big bundles within the last year that itch.io have been putting out, then it might be in one of those. So we're just wrapping up most of the last bit of the game. We're picking up our last few feathers. We're going to get a nice little wrong warp with this character. Because we're going to meet them again right here. And we have thankfully gotten 19 feathers. I haven't missed any. Well, there's one more to get, but that's on our way back home. Gosh, I'd sort of thought about what I was going to say at the top there. I wasn't expecting to still be impacted so much by that. But yeah, we're going to go back home and speak with our aunt, and that's going to wrap up the game. Time ends when we get to the door of the house. So we're just going to summarize everything we did on our hike. So we're just going to do a bit of talking. When we get to the house and we say we want to take a nap. So sleep, and that's time. Whew. So I just want to say thank you to ASM for letting me show off this game. Yeah, and thank you to Nay. I twisted his arm a little bit to come on and do commentary.
My pleasure. I
Yeah.
love this game.
Yeah, it really is just a beautiful game, and I really recommend it for the 12-hour challenge if you're interested in getting into a new game. This is a great one for just learning within a short span of time. That's how I learned this this route. There's also a few other categories like an any percent route, which I think Nay was practicing yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is just basically that's just get to the top of the mountain and back home. But yeah, I think not much more to say. Just thank you again for having me and, you know, everyone else on. It's been such a fantastic weekend, and keep donating towards those last incentives. It'd be great to make this marathon as long as possible.
Our pleasure. Thank you.